TFL EV is brought to you by Flow Charger, maker of reliable, high-quality charging stations for your electric vehicle. Once upon a time, if you wanted to buy a high-performance electric car, there was only one choice, and it was this, the Tesla Model 3 Performance. But as time goes on, things change, and today, BMW has finally put out a competitor. In fact, a direct competitor. Alex, what are you driving?
I'm driving this, the BMW i4 M50, and it might look like a gas car, but it's a dual motor electric car that competes directly with that Tesla over there.
So let's find out the most important thing, right? Which of these two is quicker in a quarter mile? But first, which of them is quicker from 0 to 60? Now on paper, the Tesla definitely wins. First and foremost, $62,000 versus $77,000. Now in terms of range, the Tesla, according to the EPA, goes 315 on a full charge, the BMW 227, but it's really 357. You know how the Germans like to sandbag, at least that's what we're getting. And finally, MPGE, or miles per gallon equivalent, the EPA says that this gets 113 MPGE versus 80 for the BMW. But you know what? These are performance cars, and it's really not about those numbers. It's about how quick they are. So let's find out which one's quicker, 0 to 60. 0 to 60 in the Tesla Model 3. This is going to be fun. Whoa! My head is going crazy, and that is crazy quick. It just gives you tunnel vision and pushes your brain into the back of your skull. 3.63. Oh my God, 3.63. That is crazy. And of course, at a mile above sea level, electric cars don't care. In fact, there could be an argument made that this vehicle does better because there's less air density, so it's pushing less air out of the way. So finally, living at sea level actually makes your car slower.
All right, 0 to 60 in the BMW. Once again, sport boost mode, traction control off, launch control, and here we go. And that's 60. Let's see what we got there. 3.72 seconds, pretty quick. Not bad at all.
It seems like 20 years ago since we owned a Model 3, but you know what? It wasn't that long ago, but this vehicle has not changed. Once again, it's very minimalist, it's very sparse, and it's very common. I hate to use that word, but in Colorado, you will find a Tesla Model 3 parked next to a Tesla Model 3, parked next to a Tesla Model 3 at the supermarket, and they'll all be white. Tesla probably needs to up their game in terms of colors, interiors, and wheels. So Alex, what do you think of the interior of the Tesla?
I don't mind it, but I definitely prefer a traditional car layout. I don't like that there's no cluster right in front of you, and it's a little too tech savvy for me, even though I'm a huge tech nerd.
Yeah, dare I say it, but you know, I'm getting sick of technology for the sake of technology, and this, which was once upon a time cutting edge, is starting to feel a little bit dated now. So yeah, I'm going to give the advantage, at least in terms of design and I think build quality. I'm not even going to go into all the problems we had with our Teslas to the BMW.
I've got an important question.
Yeah.
Why is the Tesla bright pink?
Yeah, why is it bright pink? It looks like somebody put a wrap on it.
All right, now we're on the inside of the BMW, and this is just much more traditional, and I would argue there's a lot more character in here. It feels like a traditional gas car, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think this is where BMW shines, right? You don't have to wear your EV on your sleeve. And I do like the design of this car. Not only is it very well BMW, which is good, right? Because that's very in your face, very bold, masculine, but it's also very elegant. You know, BMW has this ability to combine something that's very chic and yet something that's very sporty.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, you've got nice leather, wood, stitching everywhere, but you're still reminded that you're in a high-tech car. You've got this big screen that goes all the way across. I just much prefer this interior to the Tesla. It's too basic in there.
The only thing that I would ding the BMW on is, look at where my head is, Alex. I think there's actually more room in the Tesla and certainly a much bigger sunroof.
Yeah, I think that big glass roof helps a lot too in the Tesla.
Perhaps the most obvious difference between the two is right in the rear. This has a traditional trunk, whereas the BMW
has a hatchback in the rear, which is an instant win for the BMW. Way more practical.
Now, of course, the Tesla Model 3 has a frunk, but let's face it, most people don't use a frunk. It's really only good for one thing, and that is if you've got some really stinky Indian food that you don't want to put in the car because your car will smell like that food for the next year, then the frunk is good for that. Maybe a wetsuit. And then
Under the hood of the BMW, there's absolutely nothing, just a huge piece of plastic. So my Indian food's got to go in the car with me.
Well, hold on, Alex. Look, you have.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Wait. Look. There you go. Wiper fluid. That's about it. All right, Alex. There's not much between these two cars. It should be a really good race. I'm super excited to see which one of the electric vehicles is the quickest. But I don't have launch control, but you do. How does that work?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Like you said, even matchup, but to enable launch control, and here I'm just gonna throw it into sport mode, sport individual. Actually, we're going into sport boost. That's the extra dynamic setting according to the car. Traction control goes off, and then I just mash the brake, mash the gas, and let off the brake when I'm ready.
And all I've got in the Model 3 Performance is sport mode. I don't have cheetah mode or ludicrous mode, so let's do this. Go ahead, Ian, count us down, please.
Hold on, my launch isn't working, one sec.
All right, I'm gonna go point Tesla.
Hold on, I'm gonna reboot the car. It's not playing nice.
Like I said, I'm gonna go point Tesla. BMW always makes things, or should I say, the Germans always make things complicated for no particular reason, just because, well, they're German. Control Alt Delete, Alex.
I'm usually the tech nerd at the office. I shouldn't be having so much issue with this.
Is it Control R? Command R.
It feels like it's doing some sort of launch, but I'm not getting the message anymore. I think it's fine though.
All right, let's go for it. Hold up, I forgot to put it in drive. Whoops, rookie mistake.
Oh yeah, there's the launch control. He got a better launch than I did.
I'm taking him.
Oh, he's gaining some distance on me.
Oh, the Tesla's gonna take him. I got a better start.
And there we are. Woo, hard on the brakes.
Well, there you have it, huh?
Yeah, you got a little bit of a better launch than me, but you were still pulling away pretty good.
Yeah. What was your time?
11.98 seconds, and I hit 119.2 miles per hour.
I went 11.83 at 118 miles an hour. So you had a higher trap speed, but I ran 1/10 of a second quicker than you did.
Yeah, that was pretty fun though. That's my first time down this this new drag strip we have, and holy cow, is that exciting.
Let's do it one more time, just to be sure that those numbers are real. Let's do one more, but right now, point Tesla.
All right, let's do one more. I'm rooting for the BMW.
And we are off.
And here I go. Oh yeah.
Once again, we got a pretty even jump, but he's gaining some distance.
This Tesla is just flying down the drag strip. Come on, Tesla! Wow. Wow. Broke into the 12s, 11.92 at 118 miles an hour.
I'm 12.06 at 120.8 miles per hour, so got a little slower that time.
Yeah, but still a faster trap speed. So I think, you know, if this were a bit of a longer course, the BMW would start to pull out.
Yeah, I agree. But pretty close result even. They're pretty evenly matched cars and within a second of each other.
Now on paper and here at the drag strip, the win obviously goes to the Model 3 Performance. Not only is it quicker, but it's substantially cheaper, Alex.
Yeah, it is, but you know, that could be a totally different story around the track. It's not only about straight line performance.
Nope, and that of course is a video for another day. But I gotta tell you, if it were my money, I'd go for the BMW. I just love the design, and I love the fact that it's an electric BMW that looks like a BMW.
Yeah, I can't argue with you there. I'd go for the same exact one. I'd go for the BMW. I like my car to look good, and I don't really want to drive a blob around all day. So it'd be the BMW for me.
Yeah, and you won't see one parked next to you at the King Soopers here in Colorado. Remember guys, go to alltfl.com for more news, views, and of course all of our reviews. See you next time. Ciao.